Hello everybody, bear with me a second. I have an issue where my Stream Deck has decided not to work, so I am just sorting that out for the moment. I can see what the issue is. It's actually crashed. Let me just turn that back on if I can, and assuming that is now working. Come on, Stream Deck. We will be away. Bear with me just a mo. Hopefully that is now working. Let me just have a quick look. Oh, gotta love it. You check all this stuff, and then just as you go live, something decides to crash on you. Hopefully the audio and visuals are okay. Things are a little bit slow on my side, and just for the minute the Stream Deck is being a bit of a pain in the neck, but won't worry about that. We will not worry about that. Good evening to everybody who we got in chat at the moment. We've got Ninjas in, Welsh Boys in, Number One Pops, Terry, Owen, some guy called Mitchell Morgan. Good evening to all of you. I can see Pooh is in, Gamer Dan's jumped in. Thank you for using the app PlayStation Racer, my friend. Yes, all good. We got quite a few people in the room already, 13 in the room, and we've got a couple of changes that are happening today. The first, I have made a note up in the YouTube chat. It is a pinned message. From tonight, we will no longer be restarting races. If there is a glitched start, simply hit the R1 button on your controller, or change the camera that you are using from either the bonnet cam, dash cam, the follow cam. Change that camera and it will drop you back in behind the car. In particular, if the race starts and you're facing your car, just quickly hit the R1 button. Everybody's been telling me this. I've never experienced it until last night when it did finally happen to me, where I was facing my own car. I hit R1 and we took off straight away. When we're on a rolling start, you can also check for any blue flags. And also, if the camera is not panning around your car during a rolling start, those are two fairly good indicators that we are into a glitched start. We might get a situation where there is a bit of a distance between the front runners and the guys at the back. If we do, don't worry about that, because most of our races are reverse grids. Therefore, you guys at the back should catch up with the guys at the front over the course of the race. But we're spending too much time restarting races. People qualify and then they lose their qualifying positions, and it's driving me crazy. It's driving you crazy, and we're just going to stop it. It's that easy. Decision made. End of. Good evening, Welsh Boy. Good evening, Ruthless. R1, I think that is my gear up button. Oh, well, you're flying, mate, so no wonder you got a gear up button. Maybe if you push it, it'll get you grounded and we might have a chance of staying with you. We shall see. Pooh, new car with the windowsill. The little BMW 325i, it's been out a few times. It's not a new one. I want to get Eleanor, but I can't find an Eleanor one that I like at the right price. I found one, but I found one that's £200, which normally goes for £100, that normally goes for £200. But £100 for me to spend on a model car is an awful lot of money, so I've declined that one for the moment. But yeah, I'd like to get Eleanor. There's loads I want. I want to get a McLaren shirt and a McLaren on the windowsill as well. So there will be more to come, although I've run out of space on my shelf. Anyway, so number one is that we will no longer be restarting the races, including the qualifying. I am going to call out when we are going to start. So for instance, right now, I'm going to call this one out, that the qualifier is going to be at 21:10. And obviously, if I'm jibber jabbering or sorting something out, it might be a moment or two afterwards. But as far as you guys are concerned, we're going to be starting at that time, whether you are ready or not. It's that easy. It is that easy. Also, we're going to have a change to the boosted race at the end of the stream tonight and potentially going forwards. I'd felt that Tokyo was getting a bit stale. I noticed last night that we lost nearly half the field when the Tokyo race came up. I then posed a question in Discord this morning, and Discord has just been mad with that discussion. It has gone on and on and on all the way through the day. So yeah, what we're doing tonight is we're going to be heading off to Le Mans, and we're going to be doing an open race. It's been suggested to me that the boost races should be open for people to run any car that they want. I have my doubts as to whether that is going to work and it will result in a close race. But you know me, I'm going to give it a whirl. We'll see how it goes. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'm going to go back to having GR cars and or single make cars. But we will be mixing the track up. And I'm also looking or considering changing the randomizer so that our final race, the boosted one, is made up of known good combos. Although there has been some talk about whether we should have the boosted race or not. And I may well open that up to a poll after the first race or before, depending on how the intro goes. I can see that John has jumped in. He's hopping in for a bit with you at PlayStation Racer. Second lobby, as always, is ready to be set up as soon as possible if there are people waiting. I appreciate that, John. And just for the record, my friend, I don't know how the raid went last night, but we are set up to raid you again when I stop streaming. That's assuming that you are still streaming when I finish streaming. So actually what I might do, just while we're here for the moment, I'm going to start a poll, and the poll is going to be, do you like and want to keep the boosted final race? It's that easy. It is a yes or it is a no. And I'm going to leave it at that at the moment, because if we do it, I am going to be mixing the tracks and I'm going to be mixing the cars up. No question. I get a little bit tired of just running Tokyo all the time. I want a challenge of running it on other tracks. The other thing I want to do as well, and I've been negligent in this since I come back from holiday, is I want to start introducing the Nordschleife as a final, or one of the two final races as well. We very often used to do the Nords and then Tokyo. I do want to introduce the Nords as well, because Vic is doing a fantastic job at the moment. I'm talking quickly because I'm running out of time. Hello, Fronty. Welcome back. Been a while since we've seen you. Thanks ever so much. Was just wondering, do you do any daily races these days? Not at the moment, but I'm going to be kicking off those again in September. I promise. During the day, I'm going to be doing the daily races. I want to get my DR up into the A, and I've got a VR set now. I'm going to be doing those in VR in September. So watch this space on that one. Definitely going to be happening. Jack Kobe, evening. If the boost is at 11 p.m, well, it will be whenever it is. What was I saying? I've completely lost my train of thought. I cannot remember what I was talking about. I do that. I said I've got 2 minutes to rattle through this. Oh yeah, Vic is doing a stream during the day for people that are relatively new to online racing, that need to build their confidence, that want to race with like-minded people in a closed environment. He's doing a fantastic job with that and bringing on a lot of people, and they're getting very quick and consistent. And obviously being able to race around the Nordschleife, everybody says, and I've heard it from so many people, that if you can run the Nordschleife without crashing all the time, I can't, then you can pretty much run anywhere. So I do want to start to introduce the Nordschleife a little bit more. It might even be that we start with the Nordschleife, we then go into some random races, and then we finish up with the boosted. I don't know. Be interested to hear your comments on that in the Discord. Fronty, definitely won't be watching VR. Worst viewing experience possible for sim racing. Oh, interesting. I actually get more viewers watching when I'm in VR than I do when I'm in 2D. Strange. So you're definitely got a different attitude to what I'm seeing. The other reason why I want to go VR is because I want to immerse myself in the daily races and not be distracted by the chat, which I very often am when I am racing. And I'll be then coming out of VR and going into 2D between the races just to chat with people. Again, it might not work, and streaming, I might just go back to 2D. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? We shall see. Anyway, I said at 2010 we would start whether we're ready or not. It is 2010. I haven't even looked to see if anybody's getting ready. I'm just going straight into it as soon as that clock ticks over. It's an internet clock in the game, so I know that people are all looking at the same clock. Obviously, some of you will be 2210, 2310, maybe 2010, but it's a 10 past that we are interested in. Obviously, I call them out in UK time. Yeah, Frontier, I'm sorry that you feel that way about VR, and I will definitely be monitoring that as we go on. So, and sometimes on this channel, you know, when I'm streaming in the evening, I'll do the main part of the lobby in 2D, and then I have been having a little bit of a break, setting up VR, and then running VR, and I'm still got quite a few people that have stayed on to watch me running in VR. So it might just be what is the word I want? I can't think of the word I want while I'm doing this. Yeah, it might just because it's something new. It's a special word. I can't think of the word I want. Oh, screen. There we go. Yeah, it might be. The word is escaped me and it's annoying me. I can't think of the word. Like I said, it might be because it's something new on my stream and people get fed up with it after a while. I don't know. We'll have to see how things pan out. A novelty. Thank you very much. That was the word I was looking for. The exact word, my friend. Thank you for enlightening me and putting me back on the right page. But yeah, it may well be a novelty among the channel. Who knows? Tokyo was a novelty. Everybody enjoyed the boosted race at Tokyo, and of course now that novelty's worn off, things change. So we shall have to see what happens. As always, John is in the wings, ready to open up a second lobby if it is needed. If it is, please shout out. And he's been doing a fabulous job just lately of hosting a second stream and a second lobby. Doesn't necessarily mirror what I'm doing all the time. I think sometimes it does, but not always. So if I'm doing a race or a series of races that you're not happy with, or that you don't want to run, then at the moment we've got at least one other streamer out there that is setting up a lobby that will be more than happy to fill that gap. So if I'm doing road cars primarily one evening and you fancy doing GR cars and he's running GR cars, then hop over there. The same way, if I'm doing GR cars and somebody doesn't like GR cars and you want to do road cars, or you know, play one of the games that we often play, I have got no problem with any of you setting up a separate lobby and offering that to the community. I strongly believe that choice is good, even though a lot of people say, what are you doing? People are going to leave your lobby, people are going to leave your stream. Yeah, and oh, that's going to go round. Oh. Yeah, so got damage now. Oh, we've lost unfazed. I can't remember if this one is on hard. Sorry, not on hard, on heavy damage or not. I cannot remember. And I need to have a look at my bit of paper. Yes, we're on heavy damage for this one. So that is going to stick with me. And we're on racing soft and racing medium tyres. You need to run both tyres in this one. So yeah, you're going to want to not do what I just did. You're going to want to try and keep this as tidy as possible, not get damage, and don't forget to change those tyres. Oh, I'm phased. My game crashed again. Oh, I'm phased. It's just a thought, but crumbs, this is the feeling I've got through my wheel with this damage on the front is immense. Unfazed, I'm just wondering whether hoovering out your PlayStation might work. I did have somebody that said to me that hoovering out their PlayStation helped with some of the strange crashes. I cannot get around the corner now with this. Let me just duck out of there, because I'm not going to be able to set a better lap, and I'm on heavy damage now. Is it possible to be added on the back after quali? That's a very good question. Jump in the room, my friend. If you can get in the room, probably. If not, I'm not sure. It'll all depend whether the game is going to let you in. And Reese has already answered the question. But what I would say, unfazed, is jump in and claim your place, because there is only one place left at the moment. Yes, unfazed is here. Cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. That's good. Right, so we got 1 minute, 1.25 minutes running. I jumped out of that because there was no way that I was going to be able to get a decent lap, so we're going to be towards the back. So we'll jump in and just have a look at some of the liveries that we got out there today. So we got Greg White out at the moment in the Genesis with the camel colours, and we've got, who else have we got? We got Gamer Dan is out there in the Porsche in the black and white car. Welsh Boy in a black and green, again another Genesis. The Genesis looking popular. Yeah, heavy damage. Heavy damage. Don't run into people. Don't run into other people. Drac Fury is in the Beetle. Jonesy is in the Lamborghini, the Black Bull Lamborghini. Jack Kobe is in the 911. Now he's probably, I think, going to be out of position because it looks like he did get walloped. And Ray says half the grid will have damage after turn 1. Well, I'm interested. I've gone heavy damage because I'm really interested to see what happens as we go into the first corner. Are people going to behave, or are we all just going to career into each other? We shall see what happens, and it may well be that this is just not a good one to have heavy damage on, and I need to take it off. We shall see. We shall see. Yeah, let's get going. Let's get busy. I've also got a few new little graphics on the screen at the moment, but I'm considering moving them. I'm just looking on my OBS at the moment on the placement, and I'm not convinced that is the best place to have them. I'm still working on that at the minute. Yes, really not quite sure where to put them, if I'm perfectly honest. Seeing this view, a lot of people like to be able to see the mirrors, so they don't want them across the top. Other people also want to see the telemetry in the bottom left. So it's yeah, it's all rather interesting. As to where to put all that sort of stuff. Plus, I don't really want to clutter the screen up too much with bits and pieces. And it may well be that we end up removing them altogether at some point. I'm not quite sure. Thought I'd try them just for the moment. So top right over the map. Right. We are on heavy damage, so I do just need to be careful what I'm doing. And just giving Wacky Debacky a bit of a white berth there. I didn't know if he was going to come back across the track there, so I was being very, very careful. Terry says get rid of them. So I've got a few people jumping into the pits. They're obviously on the soft tyres. So it may well be. Oh my word, I went way too deep there. May well be that we get rid of them on this game screen. Just a few people said to put them on and I wasn't sure, so I thought I'd run them up there, see what you guys thought, and if it comes to it, we will get rid of them. Car up the inside, I've got to leave some room. That's hard through there. Oh my gosh, we're going to be 3 wide through here. Oh! Hey Alfie, thank you for subscribing, my friend. We had quite a few people subscribed yesterday. I think that was following the raid. Unfortunately, we lost a lot of them overnight. But it's nice to be over the 2600. And I thank everybody that has subscribed to me, that continues to support my channel. It is very, very much appreciated. So the general opinion at the moment is to get rid of those graphics. That's fine, we can do that. I'll be honest, I was in two minds. But you've got to try these things sometimes. Not sure if I can. I might even be able to get rid of them right now. Well, except my stream deck is not working at the moment because it crashed on the PC. I think I've got to reboot my PC to get it back. No, I can't get rid of it. It'll have to stay for the moment and annoy you. Dan's still there. I'm just slightly quicker, but he's got the inside. We'll just have to follow Dan through there. Oh, he's gone really heavy over the curves, but I couldn't get past him. I had to really stop there. It was later on the brakes than I wanted to be. I know, Terry. I know. But thank you for the heads up, my friend. My race engineer's got my back again. Oh. Reece, you've done a whole year. Oh, mate, thank you. That's amazing. It marks a time for me as well, because it amazes me that I've been doing this for a whole year. I just don't know where the time has gone. It really doesn't. It just seems to have vanished. And to think we just started these lobbies because I had a week of the daily races that were really getting me down, and somebody said, hey, how about opening up a lobby? We'll come race with you. And from there on it just ballooned. Yeah, Kushti was quick. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not quite sure what Kushti's doing these days. I know he went off iRacing. I don't know if he's still doing that, but he is missed. I do miss having him around. I'd love to see Kushti going up against the likes of Greg and Jack and Gamer Dan, and in this one I ought to be including a few other people that are going well. Oh, I nearly collected Buddy through there. But yeah, we've got some nice quick guys in here now, and it would have been very, very, very interesting to have seen how Kushti went up against those guys. Might have to get hold of him at some point. But I know he was enjoying iRacing for a time, and I think it's difficult. I think when people do progress to iRacing, I don't really see many of them coming back. We shall see. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll after putting all those graphics together, I'll delete them at some point. They won't be there tomorrow, guys. I will get rid of them. Okay, so there we go. First race. Oh, we've got a nice big ticket. That's no doubt going to be an engine, which I'll never use. Because you guys know what I'm like with that. The results. Well. What a surprise. Jack Cody in the 911 with the fastest lap of 1:47.9. Jack remains the guy that we need to beat. Greg White in second with a 1:48.2. Number one Pops with a fine third with a 1:48.7. And then we had Gamer down in fourth. Speedy B with a nice fifth. I got sixth, which I was pleased with. Buddy Buds in seventh. Junior in eighth. Jonesy in ninth. Pooh in 10th, Drac Fury in 11th, Welsh Boy 12th, Owen in 13th, and Wacky Debaki was a DNF. Your top 3 was Jack Kobe, Greg White, and number 1 Pops. But did anybody notice that first corner seemed to be clean? Was it? I need to check back and see. But again, heavy damage. Has it led to a cleaner race? I would really, really love to know. I really, really would. Okay, where are we up to now? We're off to Mount Panorama for the next one. We're off to Mount Pano, and again, what I'm trying to do is get into a schedule of half-hour races, so a half-hour cycle. Obviously, the first one gets a little bit different because of the welcome, but we're now half past, so I'd like to try and get the qualification underway for this. Now, we've got a 5-minute quali, which means you're probably only going to get a single lap in, and I might have to look at the I might actually have to look at the settings for this, because it is a long lap, and I've got it. I'm going to go 180 seconds. Let me just save that. I think that would then give people an opportunity to get a second, well, certainly do a warm up and then a flying lap. It might be that you've got to be on the ball and only get you only get 1 lap. We shall have to see. And on this one, we are in the M2 competition. So we'll go manufacturer. We'll grab the BMW. And I should have in here an M2 competition, which is that one there, I believe. Let me just check the car settings. Sports soft tyres. And we do not need to pit in this one. So if I just go into the event settings, let me just enter my car just so people could see what car we've got. The event settings in here. And I can also bring it up on the randomizer, actually. I should have done that in the last one as well. Although I don't have the randomizer running. Bear with me a second. Let me just pull the randomizer up. So you're going to get a blank screen just for a moment, just while I run that up. Come on, randomizer. Where are you? I put the chat back on, sort my screens out, and if I go into the daily races and I bring up, I should have put this on for the last one, Mount Panorama, then you can see the settings that we've got on the screen. It's probably a little bit easier now. So we're 2 and 2 on tyre wear and fuel consumption. You've got the PP limits, as in the car limits. We're on sports, any sports tyres you want with no need to pit. But just bear in mind, it is 7 laps on this particular one. And yeah, we'll see how we go. But it is the M2 competition. 18 is the car that will be needed. And I am going to start the qualifier at 21:40 on this one. So that hopefully we'll get 5 minutes of quali, and that'll take us up to Q2, and then 15 minutes for the race. Might be a little bit over that on this particular one, so it will take us just after 10 o'clock, but then hopefully we'll be able to pick up on the next one and catch up a little bit. So let's just pop back over to the other screen so that you can see the racing, and we'll see how we go. Hello, Vic. Oh, so Jack Kobe's just saying it's just frustrating when someone spins in front of you and you get damage from that, but I think it's good. That's racing. We got a +1 and a -1 for Jack from Shumi. Oh, he's got tooth abscesses. That's not good. Oh, I hope you get better from that soon, my friend. I really hope that you get better from that. Right, I am going to dive out on track. We've got 5 minutes. I just want to get a little bit of running in. I hope the antibiotics sort you out. So yeah, we're on, what are we on? We're on sports soft tyres, so we just need to... Sweeper! Good evening, my friend. Good evening. Hey guys, everybody in the chat, if you want to race and the lobby is full, please let us know in... Rikey. In the YouTube chat. And I believe that John is ready to open up a second lobby if needed. Rums, I need to be careful with the old braking in this car, because if you try and brake whilst you're turning, this car is going round. This is like the new physics, and I'm still getting used to it. I hope to goodness we haven't got heavy damage on this one. I think it was set to heavy damage, and then I took heavy damage off, if I remember rightly, this morning, so I'm hoping we haven't got that now. Yeah, I'm losing the damage, thank goodness. Yeah, again, braking and turning is an issue. Okay, I need to watch this. Hello, Paul. How are you doing, my friend? Whoa. I'm definitely going to need a few minutes to get the hang of this. Come on, damage fix before I get down to the bottom here. So I've got to get this turned and slowed down before the corner. So we need to get it turned, off the accelerator, on the brake as soon as it's straight. Get that slowed down, and then we can just come off the brake a little bit whilst we're turning. So you can trail brake a little bit, or trail brake a little bit. Hello, Pooh. How you doing, my friend? But yeah, just trail braking heavily into a corner. It's exceeding the brake steering circle, you know, the 100%, and you just got to balance it so you don't exceed 100% brake and steering and put the car into a situation it can't handle. G-Dad, are we on the wrong tyres for this one? Should we be on racing tyres in this car? I mean, it's a road car, so normally the rule of thumb that most of you guys have asked for is sports tyres for road cars. You'll all know that I'm a great fan of racing tyres for just about everything, but I'm happy to be told that we are on the wrong tyres. Ugh. Streethy, you won't find a tune for this one in Discord because this is supposed to be a stock car. Right, we've got just under a minute. Let me just see if I can get through this corner. But I'd welcome your thoughts on the I would welcome your thoughts on what tyres we should be in, whether they should be the sports tyres or the racing tyres in this car. Right, let's get into this one. As I said, we're going to be starting straight away as soon as we go into the time that I have mentioned. So we've got Jack Kobe, Buddy Buds, Greg White, Game It Down, Welsh Boy, Owen, Unfazed, myself, Drac Fury, Jonesy, Pooh, Number One Pops Junior, and GT Tom. There was a little bit of a mix. We've got one place left, but let's just get into here. We're going to start the quali, and yeah, please let me know in the chat, racing or soft tyres for this car. Maybe people will be holding off their decision until after the race, which I can respect. There we go. Reese says, we all agreed ages ago, road cars with sport tyres and GR cars with racing tyres. And that is the rule that I have been applying. I'm glad you said that, Reese, because I was beginning to doubt myself. So that is the rule that I'm applying now. Sports tyres for road, racing for GR. Welsh Boy saying sports tyres. And of course, this is basically me learning to drive these cars with these tyres. I'm just not very good at racing these cars with sports tyres, I'm going to be honest. It's something I need to practice more and spend more time with. You're going to watch in this, there's going to be some of the boys will be absolutely flying around here in these cars. One of the things I really want to do is learn to keep this out of the walls. So it's like balancing the throttle, the brake, the steering, getting it slowed down before you get into bits like this so that you're not heavily on the brake. I always used to use quite a bit of the brake coming down the hill at Panorama. I used to love it, balancing the brake. I used to be on the brake and the accelerator at the same time. And now it don't like it. As you can see there, I was just going into that corner just a little bit too fast, dab a brake and around it goes. So yeah, not good. Paul's finding the diffics very difficult. The new physics, I'm finding the physics on the GR cars okay. I'm going to be honest with you, I am finding the physics fairly difficult on the road cars with sport tyres. But as I've said, that is me. And I have noticed a few people, see, they are just not braking early enough. I have noticed a few people online have been talking about reducing the brake pressure in GT7 for the new physics, so they're actually braking around about 80% rather than 100%. I don't know whether that works or not. It's not something that I've tried. Terry has just mentioned that John's room is up now and waiting for anybody. So if you're not into racing your M2 competitions and you want to go and do something else, then John's lobby is now up and running, should you wish to head over. GDAB wants a badge, so that's braking on the 150, getting it down into third gear for the corner. So I think what I'm doing is I'm trying to brake this car like it's a GR car rather than braking earlier, and just being a little bit more gentle with it. So let's just see what we can do. It's not a car that you can just throw around the track, I think. Whoa, and again, just into there. It's just needing to getting it slowed down earlier rather than a little bit too late. I also find as well, sometimes if you change down it too far on the gears, it will go around too. Something going on in the chat at the moment, but I'm just letting them jibber jabber. I don't know what that is about. Paul White, the force feedback is very different. On the Logitech DD Pro, I had to turn things down significantly, and I have also set up 3 different profiles depending on what I'm driving, because I found some of them were just too heavy and then some of them were too light. It doesn't help that I carry a shoulder injury as well from playing rugby when I was at school, so I don't want to have too much force feedback. And when I'm racing, you obviously sometimes you'll see me rubbing the shoulder, and it's just because it does hurt occasionally. So where are we at the moment? We're in 7th, but we're going to drop significantly, so we're down to 8th, and we'll drop more, I think. Welsh Boy will beat me, Owen will beat me, I would imagine. There you go. So yeah, I could be down towards the back of the field for this one. Sreefa, you played rugby. Good job for you, man. Yeah, I did. I played. I was hooker, of all things. No rude comments, please. But yeah, I used to play hooker at school, and unfortunately, one too many times I had some big lads come crashing down on top of me, and I got all sorts of injuries. I ripped the ligament in the top of my leg. I got some ankle issues. I got shoulder. I mean, yeah, I love rugby, but I was only small and quite weedy, and I used to get completely mullered when I was playing. But there we go. It looks like Paul is finding the same full speed gap issues with the TGT. But there we go. But yeah, Paul, you're not alone. You're not alone. The only thing I would say is just keep plugging away with the physics. For those people in the know, they tell me that the new physics are closer to real racing. And whilst I liked the old physics and I don't like the new physics quite so much, I do like the fact that if it is closer to real cars, you know, racing real cars on track, I'm all for that. And if I've got to change how I am driving to accommodate that, then that is all the better. All the better. I went out with Eleanor yesterday. Was it yesterday? Tuesday, yeah. And the guy that I was racing with, they had the marker boards up with brake and turn. And he would not let you, in fact, he don't know whether we were driving Eleanor or a Ferrari or a Porsche or a McLaren. They were not letting anybody turn the steering wheel until you got your braking done. So it was very much brake, turn, accelerate. Brake, turn, accelerate. And there was a couple of times I went in there into a corner just a little bit quicker than maybe I should have done, with a little bit of brake as I was turning. And he actually marked me down a few points for doing it. I know why they do it. They do it because they want to keep you on the track and going in a straight line. They don't want you to bend their car and spin it. So I do understand why they teach you to drive that way on track. It does seem to be a little bit of, I've lost a lot of my trail braking ability at the moment. I'm trying to get used to. Game it down. I'm not against it, but late in the game's lifespan really messes up the people who have dedicated years into the perfect. I agree, Game it down. As I said, I like the old physics. Lots and lots. I mean, hundreds, thousands of hours of racing, getting to know those physics with those cars, with those tyres on those tracks, muscle memory and everything, and to have to undo that all, it's been horrible. But as I said, a lot of people have said to me, hey, yeah, but it's like, they're more like real life racing. And see how it goes. Whoa, Jack Coby's at Cadwell next Friday if anyone wants to feel some real G-force. I tell you what, my friends, if you're able to get up to Cadwell and catch up with Jacoby, do it. I did it at Snetterton, and I tell you now, if I was able to, I'd be up there in a shot. The guy is brilliant behind the wheel. His dad is an awesome guy too, and again, very good behind the wheel. Really friendly family, and they will give you a lovely little day out, full of information, sharing some really great runs in the car with you. I think they've got a Renault Clio now, the V6. I think Jacoby will correct me if I'm wrong. At least he will when he's finished this session. But I tell you now, if you like your G-forces, then yeah, definitely I can highly recommend catching up with Jacoby at the track, and assuming it's on the cards, going out with him and just experiencing things. Like I said, Jacoby, his dad and his girlfriend, they're lovely, lovely people. And I'm not just saying that because he supports me on here. It's genuine. Anyway, I've got to get back to this race. No more plugging my mate. Hey Playwright, thank you for popping in, my friend. Thank you for the big like. I haven't caught up with any of your stuff lately. I really ought to catch up and see what you guys are doing these days. I always worry about with my little well, it wasn't quite an outburst, but the infamous red flag incident. Whoa. But thanks for popping in, my friend. I appreciate that. I hope everything is all well with you and the guys that you're racing with. I know you do some fantastic tournaments. And, I used to catch up and watch a few of those, and that did lead me to enter one of them, but I just wasn't good enough at the time. Oh, he's off the grid and down to the dumps at the moment, mate. Between jobs and kind summer holidays, so no time, but feels big rest and go again. I am sorry you feel a bit down in the dumps. I must admit, I took a couple of weeks off for a holiday this summer with the missus, and then I came back to a whole load of personal strife, but boy did I need those 2 weeks away from it. Hopefully you'll be back bigger, better and stronger for it, because you've got a blooming good community over there, and that's all good for the game and everybody. But I appreciate you popping in, I really, really do, into my little stream. Oh, I didn't quite close the door there. As you can see, I just do not have the confidence with this car on these tyres, and everybody's just waltzing past me. I mean, I am jibber-jabbering at the same time. Let me just go quiet for a minute, because I do have a certain Mr. Kobe behind me. Let's just see what I can do, because I've got Gamer down in front of me, Jack Kobe behind. Let's see if I can get through 2 or 3 corners without spinning it. Oh, we've got Greg there as well. I've got 2 really quick cars behind me. Oh no, 2 into here is never going to work. Oh my gosh. I hope I didn't cut Greg White off there. I was trying to be careful. I believe that I did have the inside line. I've gone too deep. No. Junior's off the road. Oh, I've got a big old gaggle of cars behind now. I can't help but think that I'm braking too early, but if I brake any later, the car just sails off the track. But we are now behind those guys, and be interesting now to see where these guys are braking. Hey, Jack Kobe's got Turkington in the rear window. One of my favourite British touring car racers. Just trying to keep one eye on the radar as well as one eye on Jack Kobe and one eye on where I'm going. Oh, Jack was really sideways through there. As you can see, they're like pulling away a little bit at the moment. How are these guys going through here so fast? Just do not have a clue. Yeah. I cannot go through there as quickly as those guys can. And I do not know how they do it. I really don't. I used to be able to go through there really quickly, balancing the throttle and the accelerator, but with the new physics you just can't do that. Yeah, I know, playwright. It's like somebody said a minute ago. It was Gamer Dan said a minute ago. I've got so much muscle memory going through there of just balancing the car, dancing the car through there really quickly, and now I've lost that. I used to be able to hold my own with A+ rated racers around this track. It's one of the tracks I used to be really good at, and now I can't do it. I will get there. It's just a case of getting used to it. Going down the hill, I used to be able to catch people, and now it's gone completely the other way. I mean, Jonesy in front is no slouch, so let's see if I can stay with Jonesy. It is a brilliant track. It is one of my favourite tracks. I was going to say it was one of my favourite tracks. It still is one of my favourite tracks, and it will once again be one of my favourite tracks to race at, but it's just at the moment, in particular in these cars, I'm just struggling a little bit with it. But again, that is, as you can see, it's me that's struggling with it. And it's me that's got to deal with those struggles and persevere. It's all part of the learning curve. It's why it's partly why I play this game. It's not necessary to bring it home in first place every race. Well, I don't do that anyway, but a lot of it is to experience these cars, learn how to drive all these different cars. It's one of the reasons why I put the randomiser in, so that we got a mix of road cars, GR cars and the like, and it keeps us on our toes. That was a bit better. See the pressure, Jack Kobe not being behind me now. I'm doing okay. Come on, let's get going. It looks like Owen might have, he's spun round, I think. Assuming that is the car just the other side of the start-finish line. Jonesy's pulling away from me a bit at the moment. See, over here, I used to brake on the 200 mark. Now I can't do that. Oh, we got a car off the track, it looks like. See how we go. We're at 4 of 7. Got no worries with regards to tyres and fuel now, so we can just go for it. There's no mandatory tyre change on this one. Now, I did change the parameters of this one, given recent discussions. We used to have it so that people had to come in and run both the soft and medium from memory. Slowly changing those parameters for any race under 8 laps. Picking up 1 or 2 places. If I kind of keep it on the black stuff facing the right direction, will there be any more issues? Will I be able to grab a couple more positions and get out of the double figures and get into single figures? Who knows? Oh, not if you do that. I've noticed a few cars taking a completely different line to me into that corner. That might be something that I might need to do. I've been watching and watching and watching. I've got a track limit warning. They tend to be over to the left and then sweep across to the right. Maybe that's going to give me a better line going into that little downhill section. Not sure. It's not a line I normally take, so we shall have to see. Again, the benefit of running these races with people that are better than you is you can watch and learn and see what they're doing and analyse their lap as opposed to yours. As you can see here, you can see they're coming over using this extra little bit of track. That enables you to get the car straightened up and then down through the gears a little bit quicker, so you can get on the brakes earlier. Still just slid a little bit too much there, but that again, that was better. Just watching Junior and Jonesy going through those corners. So 5 of 7. Not really making any headway on the 2 guys in front, but we'll continue to try and speed up a little bit. Although that was a slow lap, that last one at 2 minutes 25. 2:23 is my best, so let's see if we can get back on terms with the 2:23. I'm a bit all over the place with these laps. So the 150 down at the 3rd, just try and get on the power as soon as possible going up this hill. And just come off the power as we go through here, just to make sure the car is balanced and make sure that we can get it slowed down and rotated for that corner. Or just a little bit of a slide there. Again, just being a little bit careful through there. And this one. Just feel the car sliding a little bit, so they're coming over to the left. Then sweeping across, but for me, that completely unsettled the car all the way through there. I might have got a track limit there as well, for good measure. I thought I might have done. That is a shame, because until that point I was just making a little bit of time up on the guys up front, but that's all lost and a whole lot more besides by going through there a bit badly. But we got one more attempt to go through there. We'll see how we go. See if we can hold on to 12th position. I've got GT Tom and number 1 Pops chasing me down, so over to the side there, sweep across. We can start to brake as we come off of that curb. Again, I was still on the brakes too late as we turned into the corner there. Brake on the 100. Unfortunately, the guys up front are pulling away from me still. Oh, looks like somebody's going for a move up the inside there. Got to be very, very brave to make a move through this corner. Caught the wall. Just got a bit of a slide on there. So let's just try and see what we can do going up and down the hill. Actually a mountain, isn't it? Up and down the mountain. Whoa. Yeah, I'm pushing it a bit too much, and oh, the car is going light, it's going heavy, it's light, it's heavy, it's light. Yeah, this car's going light and heavy all the time. So I normally stay over to this side, get it slowed down, pick up that white line, and then on... Yeah, cannot... I no longer seem to be able to carry my usual line through there. Gonna have to work on this quite a lot, I think. What I might have to do is to try and find a ghost somehow on this and to chase it. I may well do it in the GL4 cars with racing tyres to get the hang of it, and then come back into the road cars with soft tyres at some point to get a little bit better. Higgins, welcome to the channel, my friend. Thank you for subscribing. So over to the left, sweep across, brake at the end of the curb, or you've got to have it straight again. Back of the car was not quite there, and a little bit of a wriggle. Managed to gather that up though. Jack Kobe coming across the line again to win. Oh man, that's hard. That's hard. So what we'll do is we'll do a save on that one, and I'm going to check the replay for Jack, and what I'm going to have to do is see if there's some way I can load up Jack Kobe's Ghost in practice mode and race him. It's either that or put Sophie on. See if I can race Sophie. Because I do want to get to grips with that track. Like I said, it's one of my favourite tracks in the whole game. And I am so disappointed that I now cannot race it because of my own inadequacies. Jack Kobe was your winner with a 2:18.0. Gamer Dan is second with a 2:18.2. Poe is in third with a 2:19.2. Greg White was your fastest lap with a 2:17.9 in fourth. Then we've got Drac Fury in fifth, Welsh Boy sixth, Sweefer in seventh, Unfazed in eighth, Jonesy ninth, Junior 10th. So Jonesy did get the better of Junior. I think Buddy in 11th, number one Pops in 12th. I dropped to 13th with my spin. GT Tom in 14th and Owen in 15th. Your top three: Jack Kobe, Gamer Dan, and Pooh. Paul White saying you really have to flirt with that wall on that track. Absolutely. It's confidence for me, I think, at the moment in those cars. It's still down to confidence. Right, we're heading off, I think, to Sardegna now. Sardegna Road Track C in reverse. And we're hopping into the GL4 cars for this particular one. Let me just bring up the randomizer again, just so that you can see what we're doing. Thankfully, my Stream Deck is working again now. But that is the details. I am going to verify them in the game when I can. But for the moment, we're at Sardegna Road Track C in reverse. GL4 cars, 2 and 2 tyres. And I just want to check a couple of bits and pieces in here. 2 and 2. We are on heavy damage again, so we're back to heavy damage. And for this one, we have got racing soft and racing medium tyres, both required on a 8-lap race. So that is the settings for this particular one. What car am I going to go for? What car? Let me just minimize the randomizer for a moment, just so that we can see what is going on. What car? What car? I might stick with the Cayman GT4. I've been working with this car. I like the livery. I've been working with this car quite a bit lately. I am going to go with the medium tyres initially, because I just want to try and get to grips with those a little bit more. The qualifier on this one is going to be at 22. I'm a little bit behind where I want to be, so I'm going to go 22.15 just to see if we can get back into the next race at half past, although this is an 8-lap race. But we're going to be at Seaside in the GR4s for the next one, and then we'll be heading off to the boosted race, and then potentially Nordschleife afterwards, depending on how we do for time. So let me just dive out on track just for the moment. Been a while since we've done this track. Again, it's another one that I do like, but I don't think I've run this since the new physics, so could be interesting. But we are at least back into racing tyres, so we've got a little bit more grip. Although this is a few more laps, it is a slightly shorter track, hence the longer laps and the ability to throw in a pit stop. When people are going to pit, ooh, that gets interesting. That will get interesting, because I don't think tyre wear is particularly going to factor in this one. Just watching the timer for the moment. Got 3 minutes before we get this one running. Whoa. Trying to watch the car behind me. Not quite sure who that is, but I'm trying not to take their nose off, but I'm also trying just to try and get to grips with this track. They're going to go for the inside, so we go a little bit deep, and they didn't actually go up the inside. I was going to try and switch underneath them. The radar just on the way out there showed a little bit of a twitch from the other car on the way through, so I knew that they would be trying to just straighten that out on the way through. That's flat through there. Oh, going flat has now put me across the grass and into the wall. Okay, that didn't quite work. That didn't quite work. Oh my word. Right, let's just take a quick check. Damage heavy. Yeah, I think we are. Yes, damage heavy. So I do not want to do what I just did. So yes, heavy damage. And I believe that we are both tyres. Racing, yeah. So I'm just going to do a reminder to everybody. Shouldn't need to. Racing soft and racing medium required. So what tyres have I got on? No, I don't want to do that. I want to check my tyres. So I'm going to go racing soft for the quali, and then I'm going to try and remember to switch them back over. If I can remember to do that, we shall see how we go. But it is 22:15. In this one, we have got Jack Kobe, Buddy Buds, Greg White, Gamer Dan, Welsh Boys, FIFA, Owen, myself, Jack Fury, Jonesy Pooh, Number One Pops Jr., AO, and GT Tom. We still got one place left in here, but let's get the qualifying underway. Well, we just got somebody has just jumped in there. Smokey, you're going to have to be very, very, very quick, because I do want to get this one underway. Grab a car, be quick, otherwise I will be going. Okay. Right, 5-minute quali, and then we'll be into a race. Again, the race, you will require racing soft and racing medium tyres. Obviously, whichever you start on is entirely your call. When you pit will be entirely your call, and that can mix things up just a little bit. Must get used to going deeper into that corner. Have a look at Gamer Dan's livery. He's got Iron Maiden Eddie on the side of it. It looks wicked. If you get the opportunity, that is, as he goes by me. I'm not quite sure what is on the back, but yeah, he has got Eddie on the side. I do like that livery. It is a good one. Just tried pushing through there, watching Gamer Dan, and unfortunately completely dropped that. How some of these guys can drive these cars so quick, I really do not know. Alas, I've now got heavy damage, so I'm going to have to carry that damage throughout this qualifying session. It's going to hurt me a little bit. We'll just see what we can do. Lack of front end and downforce, and also damage to the the left rear tyre. Just going to let that car go through. We did get a nice exit off that corner, but again, the damage to the aero and the tyre and the wheel are going to cause me some grief. Let's see what we can do. Significantly slower than Jack Kobe at the moment. And not all of that is going to be down to the lack of aero, but again, as you can see, just trying to get through there quickly with no aero is not easy. Got a load of cars coming through now. Let's just let these cars go through. I am not going to penalise them because I have got damage all over my car now. We should be able to get through to start another one. Right, let's go. Whose silly idea was it to put heavy damage on? Oh dear. I like heavy damage. I'm a great fan of heavy damage, and normally it does make me think a lot more about my racing, what I'm doing, people around me. Obviously it's not good when you get into this situation qualifying where you've got aero issues and you're trying to get this car around in one piece. Come on. Excuse me. This is going to be my last lap. I don't know if I'm going to... we should be, I think, dead last. And we're down the back. Some significant margin off the pace. But... right, here we go. Let's see how things progress in this one. I did do a poll earlier on, didn't I? What did I do a poll on? I can't remember. Let's have a little look and see what the poll is. I can see it's 63% yes. So would you like to keep the boosted final race? 63% a yes, 37% a no. So that's fairly conclusive for the moment that we will be doing that. Can I just remind everybody that we are running both the racing soft and the racing medium tyres for this one. I'm just going to shut my door for the moment. Coda just came in to say hello, and Joe's in bed asleep, so I don't want to disturb her. Svifa, I'm not a fan of this track. First time on it, laugh out loud. It's a nice track, this one. We put this in with the GR4s a while ago, and a lot of people said, yeah, it's brilliant, but do it with the GR3s as well. But I happen to like this particular configuration very, very, very much. So who have we got in this one? We've got GT, Tom, AO, myself, Smokey, Number One, Pop, Strat Fury, Buddy Buds, Junior, Jonesy, Svifa, Owen, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Jack Kobe, Pooh, and Greg White. Paul says, this track has a good flow when you get it into the groove. It certainly does. It is a great little track. Just got to keep it out the walls and don't hit anybody and just keep the damage off at the end of the day. That's my big thing. I've got to keep the damage off of this car. But we shall see. And Srifa, I hope you get on okay. Enjoy. And yeah, hope you have a good race. As always, guys, just please keep it respectful. If you do bump somebody and you wreck the race, please give the race back by way of an apology, which I haven't said all evening. We do know the rules. Just give the pace back when it is safe to do so, and just explain in the chat what happened. And normally everybody remains friends. 3 yellow cars up front. Had a discussion about yellow cars the other day, and I'm still considering the livery that I run in the daily races, but yeah. Right, don't crash it. Whoa, nearly got into the back of GT Tom there badly. Oh, I got a little bit of a nudge from behind. That almost put me into Tom. Whoa, we're 3 wide into here. This is not going to end well. I'm going to come back out of that because I'm going to live to fight another day, I'm afraid. We got a long way to go. And there's a lot of people that want to get through quickly. So I think we'll just, yeah, forgot to change my tyres if I'm honest. I'm on the wrong tyres than the ones that I wanted to start on, but we'll just have to make the most of this now. Gonna have to change my pit strategy. Couple of guys diving into the pits. Oh, Jonesy losing those soft tyres already. I wonder if that is a change of tactics. If he's in a lot of traffic. I am in a little bit of fresh air at the moment, so able to just run my own race for the minute. Quite the race going on up ahead. Again, with the heavy damage on, a lot of people seem to be being really cautious, whilst also racing very closely. Just getting a little bit more confident with this car now. My spinning in the BMW did knock my confidence a little bit. I'm not going to lie. But being a little bit more comfortable in this one. Leaving the brake in a little bit later there. Able to close up a little bit on the cars in front. I'm loving this battle in front. Whoa! Ah, it's gone round. Bother. Well, we won't be enjoying that battle now. Now that we've gone round and binned it. Again, my biggest issue is consistency, being able to consistently get this car around this track. Well, get any car around any track without spinning. Whilst also trying to stay with the faster guys. As Michael Schumacher, to win, first you must finish. We're not finishing. We're going to end up going backwards at a great rate of knots. One more and then we'll come in. It's very interesting to see the mixed tyres here. Even at this late stage, we've got people pitting with soft and medium tyres. So it wasn't that all of the medium tyres jumped in at the very beginning of the race as I had expected. Some of them have run a lot of the race on those medium tyres and are only just ditching them now. Oh. Got a yellow flag out. Not quite sure why. Can't see any issue on track at the moment. Right, so we're in fourth at the moment, but we are going to need to pit in. We're going to need to put on those mandatory tyres. We don't need to refuel, and that is going to drop us massively backwards. So as expected, most of the guys that are pitting around me are all on the soft tyre, so we're all going to be going on to the mediums for this last run. My only hope is that one or two of those that have jumped onto the harder compounder tyres forget to legislate for it, chuck it off the racetrack, and I can manage to pick up one or two places that way. That's assuming I don't do exactly what I've just said. Whoa, that car got completely airborne there. I'm just chasing down Owen at the moment. Oh, come on. Let's pick up the slip off of Jonesy. I think they're too quick. Whoa. The spin was bad. The spin was bad. Oh, but we got a new winner. We have ourselves a new winner. Gamer Dan is your winner in that beautiful Porsche Cayman GT4 that we've been talking about. The Iron Maiden livery with a 56.8. Number one Pops right up there again in second with a 56.7. Pooh up there, a new name on the podium tonight, a 57.1. Then we've got Jack Kobe in fourth, slipping off the podium, I think for the first time tonight. Maybe even off the top step, I'm not quite sure. I need to check back. AO with a 5.5. Welsh Boy 6th, Buddy Buds in 7th, Jack Fury in 8th, Junior in 9th, Slifa in 10th, Greg White in 11th with the fastest lap, a 56.6. Quick like that is. Smokey in 12th, Owen in 13th, Jonesy in 14th, and then I came in 15th with GT Tom behind me in 16th. But your top three, Gamer Dan, number one Pops and Pooh. Well done to the three of you. Well done, well done, well done. Right. This time we are off to Dragon Trail Seaside in the GR3s. The GR3 cars this time. We'll just get this up and running. There should be 6 and 6 on the tyres and light damage and racing medium. No need to pit. Let me just bring it up on the randomiser again, as I've been doing all night for you, just so that you can see, for those of you that are not in the game. And I will also bring it up in the game just to double check, because I am double checking my data at the moment as we are racing. So let me just dive into the car. I'm going to go with, that's interesting. Is it GR4 or GR3? It's GR4 car. I said GR3. It's not. It's a GR4 car. I lied. So we'll stick with the Porsche, I think, for this one. And he's racing medium tyres. There we go. We're staying with the GR4s. Where are we? View event settings. Just want to double check myself in here. So we're doing 10 laps. Correct. We're on custom weather. Rolling start. Slowest first. Boost is off. Mechanical damage is light. That's correct. 6 and 6, as I said. The GR4 car, and we are no pit. And we're on the racing medium tyre. Racing medium tyre, no pit. Cool. The data is correct. So that just leads me to say that we will qualifier at 22. We're in a car we know. We're in a track that we know. Let's go 22:40, 4 minutes. So not quite the normal amount of practice time that I would normally allow, but I think that we're in a very, very well-known track in a very, very well-known car. So I think we should be pretty good just to get into the qualifying pretty quickly, and then we'll head off to what is going to be a very strange boost race. At the moment, we're on 63%, 19 votes, by the way. 63% of people are saying yes to the boosted race, 37 with a no. So it looks like it's fairly conclusive that we do still want to keep the boost race as the last one. But we are going with an open race format. You can go with whatever car you want. Very unusual. Be very interesting to see who jumps into a Fiat 500, who jumps into a Tomahawk, and what the boost does, if anything. Personally, and I am going to put this out there, I don't think it's going to work, if I'm perfectly honest. I think my prediction is that we are going to have to my predictions, we're going to have to go with either group cars or a fixed car. We shall see. I am happy to be proved wrong, though. Happy to be proved wrong. Just under 2 minutes and we're going to get going. I'm just going to take a break just for a moment. And Jack Kobe, no, it's GR4, mate. I called it out incorrectly. Pooh would have won, but he got a penalty and Jack won. Ooh, and Pooh was on the podium last race. Svifa, I see how it's fun. It's just the first corner. It's kind of hard. The first corner in all of these races are hard. All difficult. But Jack, yeah, I hope this is a good one. G-Dad is rooting for Dan. Let's go, mate. Let's go. Do it again. Come on, Dan. Let's do it again, mate, with a checkered flag. Yeah, I love it when we get different people up on the podium. I absolutely love that. So in this one, we've got Jack Kobe, Greg White, Gamer Dan, Welsh Boys, FIFA, Owen, myself, Smokey, Jonesy, Number One Pops, Junior, AO, GT Tom. Pooh is watching this one, I think. He's not in a car at the moment, and we've got just under a minute to go. And I will go at 22:40 as mentioned. Oh no, it's just jumped into a car. Yeah, we've got room for two more. So just waiting for the clock to tick over, and then we will get into this one. Okay, looks like we've lost Track Fury for the moment. Junior is just jumping back in, so not quite sure what's going on. Junior's just grabbed the car. Oh, he's gone for the Silver Spec R. That's a nice car. Right, let's just dive into this one. We're going to Actually, why are we not on qualify? That's a mistake in the game. Let me just make a note to change that. So 34 set to qualify. That is a mistake in there. Can I change that now? Save the settings into number 34. Let's just save that now, overwrite that, and then sorry about that, guys. We will get this one underway right now. So let's just double check. Practice race qualifier. Okay, let's just get into this one. And we should be good to go. Just a quick one. If you don't change oil, does your car go slower? I think that it does have an impact, Jack. Yes. If I'm honest, I believe that it does. Right, let's just... I can't start it for the moment. I just got somebody joining. I think it's going to stop me from starting it. Pooh's just confirming. Yes, mate, it does. Pretty sure it does. I tend to go through changing my oil regularly on my cars at the end of the stream. You haven't changed the oil in that car ever? Oh man. Oh man. Right, let's get going in this one. Just a couple of minutes after I wanted to. Let's get this one underway. Number one, Pop's mine's slower. Well, Bob should be on. We nearly dropped it. Right, let's see if we can get a half decent qualifier, because I am fed up of qualifying really badly tonight. So let's not look at the chat, concentrate. I brake a bit earlier for that one. Oh, don't go off the road. Cool, just caught that. Of course, we do now have to do the chicane of death, which I've been doing in VR just recently, and oh my gosh, I end up closing my eyes as I go through here sometimes. This should be flat in a GR4 car. I always breathe a sigh of relief every time I get through there. So we made it round the initial lap without too much of an incident. Now, this is the lap that matters. Have a habit of jumping over that left-hand curb too much through there, so just trying to adjust how I approach that corner. Oh, I missed the apex on that one completely. That's cost me massively. So we need to get around and try another one. That's a little bit better than before. Still sliding a little bit. Let's go full beans through here. And let's see if we can put this on the front row. Oh! No, we caught the wall on the way out. Just a glancing blow, nothing too massive. Yes, we got the fastest lap. We're on pole position. Oh, no, we're not. All for about, a nanosecond. That wasn't even a nanosecond. It was a nanosecond, that one. Oh, got over a bit too wide there. Jack Kobe with the 140s. Wow. It's not fair. How do these guys do it? I ask you. 146.8. Just pushing it a bit too hard. That's going to be in the gravel. Ay, ay, ay. How on earth do these guys do it? Looks like the Silvia is a popular car through here on this race. That's how to do the chicane of death. Wonder how many Silvias we've got. Wow. Looks like Game of Down's finished. Yeah, looks like most of the guys have come through now. Wow. Interesting to go on board and watch. So we're mid-pack on this one. We're mid-pack. Who have we got in this? GT Tom, Junior, Jonesy, Pooh, AO, Svifa, Greg White, myself, Number One Pops, Drac Fury, Smokey, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Owen, and Jack Kobe. Jack Kobe with the fastest lap of 146. The only one in the 146s, monstrously quicker than everybody else. Oh my gosh. Jack Kobe has got his tank filled with Kobe juice. It's out, boys. The Kobe juice has been put into Jack Kobe's car. He's on his way. Oh, I saw a lovely livery there. The Mondeo livery. Not quite sure what car it's on, but looks good. Looks good. Right. Yeah, the Jonesy. It's got the Red 5. Nigel Mansell livery for the Mondeo British touring car that he stuffed into the wall. Heavy. But there we go. Here we go. Cold tyres, Mitchell. Just be careful for the moment. Everybody's bunched up. Oh, great, getting it really sideways through there. Just having to give him loads of room on the outside there. He's still there, he's still with me. He's now going to be on the inside as we go down here. we're going to need to stay out to the side a little bit. We got the inside for this one. Just constantly watching the radar. I've got a car on the inside of me here. I need to leave more room. Oh, I couldn't see the wall through there. It's hard going through that chicane of death when you're tucked up behind somebody. Very, very difficult. I had to drop down at first to stop running into the back of Gamer down there, but still managed to go out too wide. Bit of an untidy race from me in this one. When it goes wrong, it continues to go wrong. Oh. Oh, yay. Great little battle here with Welshboy and Greg White in front. Again, it's my consistency that is letting me down again here. And getting through this chicane of death without crashing. I was far enough over. I don't believe that was anything to do with me. I believe I was right over out of the way. So we will carry on going, and I'm hoping that that was nothing to do with me. If you guys in the chat feel that whatever happened there was anything to do with me, please let me know. Get off the grass. Okay, I'm not seeing anything in chat, so I'm hoping that was a good move. And I did stay out the way. Oh, yo. Those curbs again. They're catching me out all of the time. Damage on the front again, so this is going to slide like crazy, and it is. Just going to have to fight the car through here. I do not feel anywhere near ready for the daily races yet. Yeah, no race G. I know sometimes you guys get a feel for whether I've been okay or not, but I'm pretty sure I was out the way. If I did do anything untoward, I'm just going to have to apologise profusely. Come on. I think you're right, G-Dad. I tell you, I am getting actually quite worried because those guys are getting very consistent and very quick and very, again, good. There is no doubt about it. I am dreading when they come into my lobby, because I think some of them are going to make me look very, very silly indeed. They are quicker than they think, a lot of them. I don't like following through here. I can hear a slight lift from GT Tom. Pretty sure I didn't hit him. I hope I didn't hit him. Oh, too deep, too deep. And around. Oh, no. Ah. Again, just little errors. My problem is I'd start to worry if I've caused an issue, and it plays on my mind too much, and then I start to focus on that rather than what I'm doing on the track. Obviously in the daily races I won't worry so much because whatever's happened's happened, but when I'm racing with friends I want to make sure that what I'm doing is clean and tidy and hunky-dory. I think maybe a change of tyres might have been in order. If I'm perfectly honest. Oh, that was a little bit untidy. Ooh. Oh dear, dear, dear. Dear, 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 dear. Did I tag anybody in that one? Did I tag anybody? I don't think I did. I can't remember who it was with. I hope I didn't hit anybody. If I did, please shout it out. Please shout it out. Oof. I will save the replay and have a look at that one back. But Pooh was your winner there with a 148.0. Jack Kobe in second with a 148.5. Gamer Dan in third with a 147.2. Junior in fourth. Owen in fifth. Welsh Boy sixth. Jonesy in seventh. Svifa was in eighth, and we haven't yet called out the fastest lap. Who got the fastest lap? It was Ayo with a 146.9. What a brilliant lap that was. I managed to get 10th. Drac Fury in 11th. Smokey 12th. Number One Pops 13th. Greg White in 14th. GT Tom 15th. Not a clean one for me by any stretch of the imagination. Pooh in first. Jack Kobe in second. And Gamer Dan in third. Interesting what Jack Kobe was saying about fuel saving. I didn't have to fuel save at all in that one. Well, no, I tell her I did. I was up shifting early. I did have to fuel save. I am lying. I did have to. So, yeah, I actually enjoyed that one. That was good. Right, we're going to go into the boosted race now. So, the boosted race, a slight change. Oh, did I get somebody in the... Smokey, you got me in the chicane. Did I? Ooh. That's not good. I'm going to have to look at that one. Definitely going to have to look at that one. Yeah, could be. Somebody needs to report that. Somebody needs to report that. Right. You could go with whatever car you like in this one. I'm going to dive into the Concept GT for no good reason. You can go whatever you want. Boost is on. We're at Le Mans. 3 laps. And we're just going to see what happens. Good night, Jack. Good night, my friend. Jack had to go around on map 2 to 6 the entire way. Wow. Ninja was second, then he pitted to last, and then he got fourth. I just had too many bumps. Too many bumps. But there we go. So, can we ban engine swaps? I think I've left it completely open. Yeah, engine swaps are actually prohibited. Nitrous can not be fitted. So, yeah, they are banned. All right, so what we got? We've got a Ferrari VGT, the McLaren VGT, Owens in the CLK, Owen in an SX Concept. And remember, you can go in whatever you want. But what I am going to do is I am going to go for the race start. I'm actually going to call this one out. At 23:16. That's going to give people 2 minutes to get the car sorted out. Ninja, I'm not going to do engine swaps. They're a nightmare, mate. Clack, good afternoon. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Basically because I want to see how this one pans out with a mix of cars, if I'm perfectly honest. And engine swaps just completely mess things up a lot. And we've already got an interesting mix of cars in here. We've got the Ferrari VGT and the McLaren VGT, so sort of GR2, GR1-ish. Too Good is in the GSC Maverick, so I'm going to be very interested to see where Too Good comes in this. Owen is in the CLK, I'm in the NSX, Drac Fury's in the Zonda, Pooh's in the Jaguar, Number One Pops is in the AMG, Ninja's in the Tomahawk, AO is in the Genesis, Tom's in the Genesis, is in the Skoda VGT. Right, I'm interested, I'm very interested. I'm going to change my car, because I'm going to go with a GR3 car. And it's going to be my old favourite, because I want to see what this does to my car with BOP. Very interested. I'm going to see very interested in what's happening with this one. 23:16 I said we would start. Clack is just joining us. Clack, you're going to need to be really quick. Jack Kobe I think is leaving. He's got to go. Welsh Boy and Clack, I need you to sign in. So I think Welsh Boy is in. Yeah, he's in the Alpine VGT. There's quite a few VGT cars. I'm actually quite surprised, to be honest. Do you know what? I think it's got to happen. I might actually change my mind. Oh, which is my quick one? Just while those guys are doing that, and then we will get going. That is my quickest one. Right, let's just see. Who have we got in this one so far then? We've got Gamer Dan, Welsh Boy, Too Good, Owen, me, Drac Fury, Smokey, Pooh, Number One Pops, Junior, AO, Clack, Tom. Basically, I think that some of us should be falling to the back. And then it would be very interesting to see what Bop does. Let's get this one underway and we'll just see what happens. So I've deliberately gone for a car that it can't compete with the GR2s. It's not going to compete with the Ferrari VGT. It's not going to compete with the Tomahawk. I mean, that Tomahawk should just rocket away. So it's going to be I'm very, very, very interested to see what happens here. Very interested. Now, keep it clean. Bump drafting is allowed, but we don't want to see any shenanigans, anybody being rammed off or anything like that. Bump drafting is allowed, otherwise keep it clean, guys. So I'm expecting I'm going to fall right the way to the back very, very quickly. So I should well, G-Dad, I did go through there with what cars people were in. So was that not long enough? I mean, I changed my car you know, according to what other people were doing. And to be quite honest, I quite like the mix of cars that people were in. So there's Clack going past me in a GR2 car. Off. That's buggered that up. Sorry for the language. Trouble is, I'm pushing this as hard as I can now to try and keep up. Gee, Dad, I took the chicanes out for the bump drafting. That was the whole point, was to have a very long straight for bump drafting other cars. Because when we do this at Tokyo with similar cars, it doesn't matter how far back you are, you will catch. So I'm interested to see what happens. We could have tried it with the chicanes in. We could try it again in a moment with the chicanes in. What was funny, Ninja? It says too funny. Theoretically, the old boost should be helping me to catch up. If I can keep it going in a straight line. I can already see that we've got two cars way out in front. So, I mean, I have deliberately gone for a slower car to see just what effect boost has on the cars at the very back. Whether that is going to bring some of the other cars into line, slow down the faster ones, but it was still very interesting to see the cars that people chose to run in this one. I just want to try and really push this and see what happens. I'm interested in what GT Tom is in, and I'm interested in what Too Good is in. But we've got a little group of cars, and then we've got Pooh and Gamer Dan. Well, Gamer Dan was out for, oh no, Pooh's caught up with them. I'll just be very interested to see what happens. But my car, I mean, I'm topping out 186, 185 mile an hour, and I think that from what Ninja said a moment ago, he was doing like 300-400 down the straight, which is, you know, double what I'm doing. So okay, then we'll jump straight into this with the chicane and we'll run it again straight after, and I'm not going to give many people a chance to change their car. Oh yeah, too deep. Dan, we got another theory coming up that if we put the chicanes in, that will enable people to catch up with the really super quick cars. So let's just have a little look. I want to get this changed before people start changing all their cars. Drac, the thing here is that the what it was said is that people wanted to do this as an open race, so you could run whatever you wanted, and it was interested to see what cars people would pick and whether the boost would enable us to finish up with a close run race at the end. So yeah, I'll go back. I know I said I wasn't going to change. I'm going to go back to the car that I was going to run, that one there, and we'll run this again and just see what happens when everybody's in. But I think a lot of people are probably off changing their cars accordingly. I tell you what, number one is in an AMG GT Black. Let me just dive into that one actually. Right, come on guys. Let's just... I'm going 23.33. So these guys are going to need to rush. See, geez, yeah, this look, it's really interesting. Look at the cars that we've got now. People are grabbing. I'm interested to see what happens with me and number one Pops. Some phase I just went for GT Tom. And okay, so we've got some interesting cars in here. Who's initializing? Nobody. Okay. Right, let's see what happens. We've got a right old mix of cars, and I'm suspecting... Well, let's see if this is any closer. And we have got the chicanes in this time. Whoa, this is a beast to keep on the track. Whoa, this car just does not want to slow down. Not a car I often drive, this one, so it is going to take me a few corners to get the measure of it. I'm going to see how many more penalties I can rack up. This one is quite a rapid car. I was hoping that that would enable me to catch up a little bit. Oh man. Just does not want to go through. Yeah, this car needs to, you need to know this car, how to drive it. So it'd be interesting to see where number one gets to. It's also a little bit off-putting when you get these super fast, speedy cars going past you at 1,000,000 miles an hour when you're trying to race. So, but let's see what boost does now. I mean, we are behind. Will it enable us to catch up with the with the chicanes in? Still got a break earlier. Whoa. Yeah, you're not wrong, G-Dad. But just because I can't handle this car on this track, there are guys up here that I'm watching. I want to see a close race up the front, and I want to see this car catching up on boost. I believe the idea of the open lobby was anybody can run anything. What am I not getting? What am I not getting, my friend? But the whole point of this boost is the slower people, like me, are supposed to be pulled up towards the leaders. I thought that was the whole idea of boost. So it like leveled the playing field. Game it down, that's my experiment. I wanted to go with all the same cars, but the request was that we went open so people could run what they wanted. I've got to run this again in a minute, and I'm going to jump in the GR2 car that I can drive around here. I can't see open lobby racing working. Even up front. I'm going to run this again with everybody in GR2 cars. See what happens. Interesting experiment. Yeah, alright, we'll do Nords in GR2s with boost. That's a good call. I like that idea, Pooh. I like that idea a lot. and see what happens then. Because at the minute, if we look at the result there, you've got Pooh in the Jaguar is half a minute ahead, and then you got big old gaps. Yeah, I agree, Game it down. There's got to be some. It's got to be some limitation, because if you're going to allow people like, you know, we two of us jumped into the Mercedes AMG GT Black, which is not a slow car. I know I couldn't keep it on the track, but which didn't help, to be fair. But even so, the other cars, there was a big discrepancy throughout the field. So I'm expecting now we're going to go back to a situation where cars are going to crash, but still have the ability to catch up down that long straight. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the ability where somebody has a crash where they can come back and we get a close race at the end. Oh, gee, Dad, don't be like that. I'm trying to get to something that works for all of us, with all of the different skill sets that we've got. And we've got a big discrepancy of people that can race well and people that can't race well. And as people have said, the idea of this boost thing is to bring people all together. I'm not a great fan of boost at all, if I'm honest. I could quite easily ditch boost. But as we had earlier on, 68% of people like the boost race. So it makes sense for me to keep it in. I'm going with what the community wants. I think that we need to stick with same make racing, or as Gamer Dan has said there, we need to have PP bracketed cars or something. I think it just needs a little bit of control. Right, I'm going to go with the races that we've got. So I'm going to get this one underway and we'll see how we go. And we'll just see 2 laps of this one, and then I'm going to be calling it a night, guys. This, forgive me, and I appreciate all of you working with me on this. This was an experiment just to see what will and won't work. So we're now into a situation where we are. Don't think we've got BOP on, but we're on GR2 cars. So we'll just see how things go on this one. Oh, don't start me on the corner. Sorry, Smokey. It might actually be worth me rerunning this boost or not boost poll again tomorrow after we've run this and seeing if it changes. I hate to say it, but you're on the same page as I am. And I might actually make a judgment call on this one at some point. I'm all for just plain, ordinary, fair racing without boost and stuff on, if I'm honest. Went out to the poll, but I may well put another poll out tomorrow just to see. Oh, sorry, Welsh boy, my mistake, I went too deep there. So I think the difference with Tokyo is you've got the walls and people are bouncing off the walls all the time and stuff. So it like keeps them going. Obviously now we've lost the walls and now you've got to be able to race. And you've got to know the track. Which was sort of why I went for Le Mans initially, because most people know that track. But I'm interested to see how this pans out around here. We are actually caught up with the leader, who was quite some distance away a moment ago. So, you know, this is all getting quite interesting, and I have got a penalty to run now. Hey Rimac, thank you for the 20 gifted memberships, my friend. Oh wow, you are a legend. Thank you so much. I can't for the moment, but please, any of you that are watching, throw some beers up for Rimac. Thank you so much, my friend. Right, I need to concentrate on what I'm doing here. Thank you guys, I really appreciate that. Thanks Shumi and Ninja. Thank you so much, Rimac. Oh, I nearly ran into the back of Owen there. For those of you who don't know, we've had a massive discussion about boost on the Discord today, and it was proposed that we would try an open race where people could pretty much run whatever car they wanted. I think that the thought was that people would look at what other cars people are racing and everybody would pick something similar. As I thought, we had people jumping into Tomahawks and silly quick cars, and that didn't really sort of work out. Also, we had a couple of people in slower cars, as was I, which didn't work out either. So as G-Dad said, you did need to think about the car that you were in, but again, I knew that I could handle the BMW VGT around that track quite nicely, whereas some of the other cars not quite so comfortable with, some of the really quick ones. And then as soon as I jumped into the Mercedes to try and keep up, of course I was then throwing it off the track. So now we're headed off into the Nordschleife with boost on, just to see what happens now in GR2 cars. And yeah, we'll see how this one pans out. I have run a poll to see what people think about boost in general, whether they like it or not, and we had a big percentage of people saying they like the boost race, although we still get people that are leaving the stream as soon as I say that we're going to go into the boost race. So I'm trying to gauge things at the moment, and that's what this experiment has been about tonight. And I appreciate all of you that's helped me with this, and I can make up some decisions at some point on which way I want to go in my lobbies. Yeah, come on, Stealth. No worries, Ninja. Thanks for stopping by. Right, what do we conclude from that? Well, Sir Orbalator says 2.6 members, never going to please them all. Your room, your choice. People are here for you. The races have always been varied. Nobody should be upset, surprised by anything you run. Diversity. Yeah. So, in that one, don't know why I'm saving the replay. So again, we've not got, see, in Tokyo, we would have had 0.1, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 for maybe the top 4 or 5 cars there. But again, with 0.6, Jack Few's 0.6 ahead of number 1 Pops, 0.7 to Welsh Boy, 0.8 to me, 0.89 to Stiggy, 9 to Owen, 10 to Too Good, GT Tom 18, 41 to AO. Pooh didn't finish on that one because I think he'd had enough of it. I got some head scratching to do. Conclusion, I got 4th. Yeah, Drac, I was interested to see what would happen with BOP off, because all the cars should have been fairly similar. Interesting. So Drac, your car was not stock. Who wants to do a Route X one then? Somebody's just said Route X there. Does somebody want to do a Route X? It is a track I hate, but it would be interesting with regards to don't even know where it is. Where is Route X? You can tell I never choose it. There it is. Right, we'll go with the we can go GR1 cars. They're going to be quick. I'm going to leave the nitrous off for now, but we'll go with GR1s because they're quick and we can bop them without too much trouble. The only thing is that my wheel is going to go crazy mad, I think. Might just have to have a look and see what other people are running. Yeah, Rimac, this is going to be the most boring race ever, but this is, again, experimenting on this bop and boost and stuff. I'm just, I don't know, I'm not overly sold on it at the minute. So we've got yeah, let's just see if GT Tom is joining us, and then we'll go. Let's just double check that I have got. So BOP is on, strong and strong. That's all fine. Yeah, we're good. Is GT Tom? Yeah, GT Tom is just joining us. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got a few of us. We've got a few in the Genesis X. I'm gonna just dive into the Genesis X. So there's going to be a few of us in the same car. I've got 2 of them. They're exactly the same. One, two, three, 4 of us in there and a few other cars. So that's a good little mix. Let's see how we go. Let's see how we go. I didn't realise this was effectively a GR1 car. It's a bit blooming quick. So loads and loads and loads of opportunity to bump draft the leader, bump draft not the leader but other people. So I'm trying to get on the back of AO here and bump him. So at the moment, is boost doing anything for us or just straightforward slip? It looks like the back markers are catching quite quickly. I'm just going to work with AO here for the moment. AO can't bump the leader, so let's see how we're going. Are the guys behind keeping up and catching up when they fall behind? And what I'm hoping to see here is a very, 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 very close finish. Going up into 8th gear, you actually lose out massively on this. Better off sticking in 6th gear. So I want Orbulator and number 1 Pops to be catching up. How far behind are they? They seem to be a long way back. I was hoping they would have been catching. Now I have got a slipstream. I can feel that slip just pick me up there. But we're now pulling away from Pops. And I would have hoped that he would have been catching us. if I'm perfectly honest. We're still pulling away. Now, I wouldn't expected any of us guys to have got boost. And we're still pulling away from the guys at the back. This is a really useful experiment, this one. We're all in GR1 cars. When's Owen going to go lead? Is he going to hit the front? Yes, he is. I can't bump him now, so we'll just come down watching the radar. Yeah, I like that. Rimac says, I think Pops and Orbs stopped at McDonald's drive-through. Okay, Drac, why did #1 Pops and Orbulator not catch up? That would indicate to me that Slipstream was working, Boost was not. Dead heat on the line. But wasn't Bob supposed to address that? Wasn't... No worries, Willie, that's fine. Yeah, AO slip was real. I've got to take away some of this and just have a little think about it. Oh, it may be real. Yeah, sorry, it's strong. I thought it was real, but no, we had it strong and strong. I did say at the beginning, yeah, strong and strong. Thanks, Owen. Right, I'm going to come out here. Rimax just said something interesting, and that is to have a look at the replay and see if they were drafting. But Drac is saying LMP will never beat Group C in top speed. You see, in that one, the slipstream, I could feel when I got in the slipstream for the guys up front, I could feel my car physically get quicker. My problem with this is that the slower cars did not catch up. And that was what I thought Boost was going to do, was it was going to enable us to catch up. As it seems to around Tokyo. But it didn't sort of happen. Yeah, I'm just musing at the moment, thinking about what I want to do from my stream, because we are at a size now where we can have 2 or 3 lobbies running, and let me just drop back to put replay options open. We could have 2 or 3 lobbies running where people are running different things, if I'm honest. And I can just stick to what I like doing, which is the randomiser races without boost, just straight races, where we are going to go with 2 times tyre and fuel for 7 laps or lower, and some sort of little strategy for races with a large number of laps. See, number 1 Pops is staying with those guys at the moment, because I guess he's probably in the slipstream. Yeah, Orby's out the slipstream, so he's off the back now. He's gone. He's got no slip, but I would have expected the boost to have caught up. And you can see now that number 1 Pops is potentially falling out of slipstream. He's catching up now. Did he just got back into slipstream, didn't he? So I think slipstream is working. I mean, Orby's just out of it. He's gone. He's got no help from anybody. Number 1 Pops is trying his hardest to get back into this. I'd love to see what the delta is on these. The rest of us are all quite close up together. Bear in mind, these are all GR1 cars. Orbalator says, don't worry about me, I crashed as well. I had a big gulp of tea. I love that. I love that. Yeah, this is interesting. This is giving me a lot of stuff to think about, if I'm honest. Because up here it was quite interesting. You know, I'm off the back here. I dropped off the back just to see what would happen. And not a lot was happening, and suddenly I just started to catch up. I think it was more getting into slip. So I'm 222, 223. I jump out of slip and it drops back to 19. Get back into slip, it's up to 220. To 223, I've got a little bit of slip off the 2 cars in front. It's bouncing around a little bit. Hi RL, how you doing, my friend? So 227, I'm definitely in slip now, and it's giving me an extra bit of a boost, but I'm not convinced the boost is doing anything. I mean, back down the field, look, number 1 Pops has now completely lost boost. He's lost the slip and he's dead. He's on his own, as is Orb, both of them. So we're fine up here. What cars are in here? He's in the Mazda. That's his Drag Fury. Okay. Oh no. I've just got notice that his landlord wants to sell. That's a pain, isn't it, when that happens? Don't move all your stuff. Not good. I hope it all goes well, my friend. Right, okay, I'm going to leave it there because well, we're just coming around to the end. And you are going to see a complete dead heat up the front with the two Saubers, I think it was. Owen just coming across on the line. It was an absolute dead heat as they went across the line. Yeah, I'm going to give this boost thing a bit of a think overnight, and I will potentially make some decisions and decide what I'm going to do before next time. Okay, right, there we go. I am going to call it a night. Getting tired and got lots of things to think about. Thanks ever so much to everybody that's run, in particularly those of you that stuck with me till the very end there, whilst we were just looking at what was going on with those boosts. I think the decision that I came to in that is that we're going to need to go single category or single make racing. I'm not sure that opening it to completely open where people can run whatever they want is going to work. We didn't get enough people grabbing cars that were similar. Some went for really super fast cars. Some went for slower cars. And then we dropped into a couple of races where we got similar cars. And again, in that last one on Route X, where there's no skill involved as such, again, we were all in GR1 cars, but there was a big discrepancy where two people just fell completely off the back. Whereas at Tokyo, everybody would fall off the back, spin round, and then catch up. So, yeah, I just don't know. I really, really don't know. I want to get back to proper close racing with normal stock cars, without all of the aids, without tuning and boost and engine things as well. And I think that is potentially where I'm going to go, but we shall see. Anyway, I am going to call it a night. I will see you later on. I will take off those little notes that are in the stream at the moment, and they'll be gone by tomorrow. And I'll be back at 9 o'clock tomorrow. I will put into the Discord the races that we're going to be doing as usual. I'll see you then. For now, take care. Bye bye.